Hello everybody and welcome to Reef Trak. Okay, I'm going to take you through what we added this week, some new features, some really fun stuff, so let's get started. First off, up in the left-hand corner of the main menu here, you will see the hamburger menu, we call this, and you click on that and you will find that there is a new feature directory. This has been added for 2.1.5. So the feature directory is pretty cool because one of the things people always ask me is, what features does Reef Trak have? Well, they're all right here right now. So you can come through and you can see the features. You can see if the feature is free or if it's premium. And you can then click on one of the features. Let's say we're going to go to feeding. Click on it. It'll explain what the feature is. And then you can actually open the feature and go right to the feeding schedule for that particular one. The next feature I want to talk about is the stability track. This is something we had a very long time ago. It was one of the very first features we had over a year and a half ago. And I was having some issues getting it working right, but I think we got it dialed in really good now. So let me show it to you. So now you'll see out here where your main tanks are listed. If you have more than one, it scrolls down, of course. What you're going to see here is that there is this bar underneath the tank. And what this bar indicates is stability, because stability is, above all, probably one of the most important things to have in your reef tank. The farther left you go, where this little ball is, the farther left, the more stable your tank is. And you can drop this down by clicking on the little arrow there, and it'll give you a quick breakdown of what you're seeing. So stability track, the stability is slipping, it's a mixed drift. Watch closely. Now this is my actual tank, and these are my actual tank numbers. So what you're gonna see here is I'm not perfect, just like everybody. Click on the actual line itself, and it breaks it down into even farther. And so what you see here is it has a matrix kind of shows you what's going on. You can look at your 7-day stability, your 30-day, your 90-day, your 180-day, and your 1 year. So we're just going to go to 30 for right now. My alkalinity needs attention. And what's happened here, and I'll just give you a real quick breakdown, is I'm moving my tanks. So I have a 150-gallon tank that's in my living room that I've sold and it's going out. And so I had to set up a 150-gallon tank in my basement. When I did that, I ended up with my calcium reactor way too low pH. So it was melting down the coral in there, and basically my alkalinity went through the roof. So because of that, my alkalinity has not been very good. Then we go to salinity. Now salinity is fine, right? At 34.6, 35, whatever. But what this shows you is you just haven't done it enough. Now I don't have a salinity probe. I do my salinity tests manually, and so I haven't added any in a while, and it's because of that it's saying, hey, we recognize that you've added one test, but you need to add one more test before we can figure out if your salinity is correct. Then you go down, you say my temperature's fine, my pH is fine, everything's good, and same thing with ORP. I don't have a working ORP probe right now, so I have to add that manually. So this is stability track, and it's built right in. One of the cool features, and what we're going to talk about next, is we've totally revamped our AI. We used to call it Deep Dive Advisor, and then there's another app out there that has a name that's very similar, so instead of doing that, we decided to change it to Trak AI. I know that's very fun and fancy. It is probably one of the most powerful features of this app, and what it does is it doesn't necessarily have AI running on here. You don't pay for AI within Reef Trak, because I developed an AI model that ran on your phone, and it was really slow. And while it was good, it worked, it did have really good reefing sort of knowledge. And within a week of me releasing that version of the app, ChatGPT had come out with something that was so much better than my app version that I said, okay, that's enough. We are making people load up 5 gigabytes of data just so they can run a model on their phone. It was just not worth it. So Trak AI was my compromise, and actually I think it works better because you get to pick the type of AI you want to use. So let's go ahead and go over there. I'm going to show you the new Trak AI and show you what's cool about it now. Welcome to Trak AI, which was formerly called Deep Dive Advisor for the past year and a half. What Trak AI does special that's different than other reefing apps currently, it takes and builds your prompt for you. So it's immediate. And one of the cool features is you can take this prompt and take it to any AI model. So in 6 months from now, some new AI model comes out, Mythos, and you can just copy and paste it from here on that model, and there you go, you're ready to go. The benefit of this is that you get every single thing that your tank has been doing for however long you set the duration for. It shows every measurement, every feeding, every fish you added, everything that has died in your tank, how often you do your checks. Every single thing is loaded into this prompt. It is so incredibly powerful because a lot of times you can go to an AI and you'd be like, hey AI, why is my alkalinity high? And it won't know because it has no context whatsoever. With Trak AI, it has that context. It has pretty much everything it needs, and it's instant. You literally click the button, it generates it, and then you copy and paste it. So now you've seen sort of some of that. Here's the new feature that we've added. So that was already there before. Now we've added the ability to add a photo. So now you can add a photo that you can take or you can upload from your phone, and it will take that photo along with the text over to your prompt. So if you have a fish that's looking a little weird, or maybe the coral is acting strange, like it's starting to recede or something, you can take the photo and send it over. Now, other reefing apps do that, something similar, but what makes Trak AI so powerful is that it does it along with all of your tank data. So it's not guessing. You could take the photo and show the AI that you have something like rapid tissue necrosis, RTN, and without any kind of context, it's like, well, yeah, it looks like you have your RTN. You should try this, try this, try this, try this, try this. It's going to come up with a bunch of different options for you to try, but it doesn't have the context. And are you going to type all of that in every single measurement you've done over the past 6 months? Probably not. So that's why it's super important and super powerful, and I wanted to bring that up today. So yes, the new feature we've added this week is adding photos to your prompt. Sometimes if you have an on-phone AI that you've loaded, so you can have ChatGPT, which you can use in a browser, but you can also have ChatGPT, the app on your phone. This works perfect, like it goes directly over, and same thing with Gemini or whatever. Sometimes though, if you're using it from phone to browser, it does sometimes have a problem with the photos. So what we have is, it has the ability to add the photo, and then it'll come up and say, did the photo copy with the prompt? And you can say yes or no. And if it didn't, you can then click on it. It'll then add the photo to your clipboard, and you can add that separately. That's just a fallback just in case the photo doesn't copy over. Okay, everybody, let's show you one last little feature. What we're going to do is click on the tank itself, and then up at the top here, we now have a shop. Ooh, this is exciting. I'm really excited about this. So the shop is one of the really cool features because what I've done is put in some very trusted online retailers that you can get things from. One of the things I see all the time in forums or Facebook groups that I belong to is people like, oh, where do you go to buy your pump? Or where do you go to find your coral? That sort of thing. So what we're going to do is we click on shop button, and you can search anything. You can search, let's search up a clownfish. Okay, so here's the cool part. It opened up clownfish, and then it lists all the clownfish that we have in Reef Trak, which is quite a few. Let's just pick one. We'll make it easy. We're going to go down and we'll pick the Ocellaris clownfish, which is probably the most popular clownfish in the hobby. There it is. So we can search on Live Aquaria, Worldwide Corals, or Petco. So let's just try Petco. Click on Petco. It's then going to open the browser. It's going to search it for you, and there you go. There's your clownfish. You can just scroll through here and pick the one you want, add it to cart, and buy it. Some people might be like, oh, I don't want to buy a clownfish from Petco. That's fine. You also have it for Worldwide Corals. There we go. And also you could pick one from Live Aquaria. So these are some very good trusted online fish retailers. Say you want to buy a pump. We're going to type in JCOD, and then what's going to happen is it's going to search through the catalog of anything we have inside of Reef Trak. And as you notice, the retailers have changed. So now we're not buying a pump from Worldwide Corals. Now we'll come down here, we'll just pick a pump. I don't know, let's pick one. Let's pick this one here. So now we can buy it through either Bulk Reef Supply, Amazon, or Petco, because Petco might sell it, but more than likely you're going to find this particular pump on Amazon. So we're going to click on that, and there we go. There's the JCOD DCP 10,000, which is the one we just clicked. So that's the new shop. We have another feature coming real soon related to that, but for right now, that's what you can do with the shop. So that's it for this week. This is Reef Trak 2.1.5. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. We'll see you soon. See ya.